Guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Goku with his new power, the Sacred Ozaru, would begin to channel all the power that his body was capable of resisting. While the Queen of Destruction was still out of combat, Goku was even able to see a large golden light all over the place he was. But to everyone's surprise, several chains were able to hold Goku's arms. That's the same thing I thought. Even our own power tries to stop us.
That's because you don't have the Sacred Ozaru training. That's why even your body refuses to admit the full power of the 12 Sacred Ozarus.
Damn, I want to master all this power. From what I understood, I've been able to master the 11 Sacred Ozarus, but I'm missing one, and that's you.
Of course, yes, but you lack me, since the other Sacred Ozarus were an extension of my body. For that reason, my power is even greater than the 11 Sacred Ozarus combined.
Meanwhile, in the kingdom of the All Daishenkin and Xenosama were very thoughtful. This has been a damn trap, and we've fallen like we're all some kinds of kids. I'll have to access my combat status like I did millions of years ago. The great Xenosama would begin to access his combat state, which on this occasion released a much greater power than the last time, because the energy of the 6 eliminated universes had become part of his power.
Xenosama's power has increased in an incredible way. I'm sure he'll be able to end that Ozaru's life in one fell swoop.
The true disappearance of Xenosama would become apparent. After millions of years, that's right, this was the second time to access his combat state, and it was due to the same warrior from the past. With this power, I'll end that garbage once and for all. I'm fed up, and I want to have his head on my palace as a prize.
Great Xenosama, feeling his power, we have nothing to worry about, because even by absorbing the energy of the 6 eliminated universes, his power has risen much more.
I don't worry about anything. Even if before that Ozaru in his prime wasn't able to do anything to me, what will he do now to me that it's sealed?
That Sacred Ozaru, with the passage of time, he'd better call himself the good-for-nothing Ozaru.
Meanwhile, on the planet Beerus, Vegeta was carrying out one of the most difficult trainings of his entire life to be able to do something against the most powerful divine beings of all the universes.
Damn, I'll always be number 2. I want to be much more powerful. I don't want to stay behind anymore.
An incredible roar would be heard all over the place, while the energy of destruction that was directed towards the Prince of the Saiyans by Beerus would be stopped by a simple aura. But something incredible would happen, since Vegeta's body was able to absorb the essence of a god of destruction, so his aura would even change to a purple color, becoming much more destructive. From a powerful roar, Vegeta would grow his aura up to the sky, and at the end, the imposing Vegeta in his doctrine of the Ultra Ego.
Well, I realize that your efforts have been worthwhile, Vegeta. You're not able to control the Ultra Instinct, but you were able to master the Ultra Ego. I don't plan to stay behind anymore, and I'll be the one who traces his destiny. I don't plan to let anything or anyone tell me what my limits are.
Mr. Vegeta, the power that you've achieved is incredible. I'm 100% that you are able to defeat all the gods of destruction with the exception of one.
What is it that you said, Whis? With the permission of one? Don't talk nonsense. The only beings who are capable of defeating me are the angels and that bastards of the kingdom of everything.
It's a pity, Vegeta. You have amazing power, but before the most powerful god of all, you still wouldn't be able to defeat him.
And tell me, Beerus-sama, who's the most powerful god of destruction?
You have it right in front of you. So you want to test 100% of all your power? You better fight with me and show me what you've learned.
I'll never had a chance to fight you since I got the power of a god, so this will be interesting.
Before you attack Vegeta, I want you to use all your power, because if you're like Goku, I'll annihilate you with one blow. The words of Beerus had released awe-inspiring, which Vegeta's body would notice, so he would begin to tremble.
What the hell is this feeling? I see Beerus as if he were a giant while I was a simple ant.
Vegeta would raise his power to the limit, to have a balance between speed and power, so at the end he'd observe Beerus, who would raise both hands. And signal that attack, Vegeta, a little annoyed with his maximum power, would throw himself against Beerus, who began to exchange millions of blows at amazing speeds. But as surprising as it may seem, Beerus began to bend Vegeta little by little with his incredible defense.
Damn, he didn't even hit me. How am I able to know he's cornering me with his simple defense?
Vegeta would take a little distance, so Beerus at that moment would stare at him.
Vegeta, your power has grown in an amazing way, but it's a pity that you're still not worthy of making me use 100% of all my power. Damn, I thought that with all this power I'd be able to defeat Beerus-sama. No, I'm the Prince of the Saiyans. I'm the mighty Vegeta.
Vegeta, with much more power, which his body was able to withstand, had thrown himself against Beerus. But his speed had drastically decreased, so it was impossible for him to give a blow to Beerus. Returning to Goku, he was thinking how to be able to access all the power of the Sacred Ozaru.
There is a way that you'll be able to get your body to accept my power, since it's not able to accept it, because previously it was one that was holding me back.
What's that shape you're talking about?
The Saiyans, like the Ozarus, we're able to increase our powers through pain or anger. That is our energy catalyst.
What is it you want to tell me? Do you want me to suffer or have uncontrolled anger?
It's the only way I can think of. Or we can have real battles. That'd be much more dangerous, and since we don't know if we'll be able to get out alive.
How funny you are, Sacred Ozaru. But if you're the danger you are asking for, I have the right warrior. We will call the Apostle of Death. Even the Sacred Ozaru seemed to have gone into a bit of panic.
You're crazy. I'd be crazy. Nothing. And no one knows where the Apostle of Death is.
The Sacred Ozaru would remember that look, which did not express any expression. That's right, the Apostle of Death was characterized because of the murderous fist that he was able to bestow. Even the Sacred Ozaru that had faced the Apostle of Death millions of years ago was not able to defeat him. You know I like destruction, Sacred Ozaru. That's why it's my nickname, the Queen of Destruction. And it's a shame, since I've been able to summon the Apostle of Death. Goku at the moment was able to observe how a coffin had been formed by a place where they would be seeing a little surprised, but without giving it greater importance, a great whirlwind would enter the coffin. Wake up, Apostle of Death!
2 hands held the coffin. Coming out of his great long sleep at the moment of leaving, said coffin, an extremely muscular warrior could be observed, which possessed his silver hair very similar to the Ultra Instinct. Who had been able to wake me from my long sleep? Whatever it was, right now I'm thinking of ending his pathetic existence.
From what I understand, it was the Golden Fur Warrior. It seemed that he wanted to measure his strength with that of the most powerful warrior in existence.
Goku, be on your guard. Don't trust yourself, as this will be the battle to the death. That damn worm doesn't know what a workout is.
I feel you two are exaggerating too much, since I don't feel like I exude a powerful essence. But Goku's expression would change to a much more serious one when he realized how the Apostle of Death was beginning to approach himself. And with each of his steps, the pressure that was falling all over the place was incredible. So much so that Goku had to raise a large part of all his power, simply to be able to withstand that pressure.
Why are you walking away? Didn't you want to try all my power? Well, this is here in front of you!
The warrior, of a great blow in the air, was able to cause a powerful fist under pressure, which was able to open a whole chest to Goku, so Goku would spit out too much blood. Ah! It hurt me! How's he able to hurt me so much in one blow? He's a monster.
In this battle, your body must adapt to at least 80% of all my power. Otherwise, we'll die.
But Goku wasn't able to completely recover because in front of Goku was a few centimeters from his face, the Angel of Death was staring at him. Without Goku being able to react, he was able to receive a direct blow on his stomach. But although it seemed like a simple blow, the power of the blow was overwhelming. That he was able to spit out large amounts of blood to Goku, so he couldn't stand up. He had even returned to his base state, finding himself in terrible condition. That cursed Queen of Destruction! How was she able to summon that demon? This being, I'm sure, is capable of ending Zeno-sama's life without any effort.
Goku, stand up, because the Apostle of Death doesn't spare the life of any warrior, so you better get ready well.
Goku in a lot of pain, even with most of his bones broken, would stand. I'll have to access the Holy Super Saiyan from the beginning. Goku would begin to try to access the Super Saiyan Sacred, but it was impossible for him due to the incredible pressure that was on his entire body. But everyone present was surprised to hear how the voice of the Apostle of Death would resonate through the place.
Don't worry, take your time, because I want to end your life when I'm using 100% of all your power. This bastard's completely underestimating me, and I'm not going to let him! Goku, with a little more tranquility, he would try to access the Super Saiyan Sacred God, starting to go through each of his transformations until acquiring his characteristic gold fur all over his body. I'm ready, but no matter what happens, I'm not gonna die in this place, so get ready! Goku, with his maximum power, and even the power of the Sacred Ozaru at 54% affinity, had launched themselves against the Apostle of Death. But each of their blows were useless, since the Apostle's resistance was hundreds of times more than Goku's resistance. I hope you're done, since I've let myself get hit by millions of attacks. Now it's my turn. Goku was not able to move, and would watch as the Apostle of Death would carry a great energy in one of his fists. But to everyone's surprise, the Apostle of Death would fade away, returning everything to normal. I thought you'd be able to do something against the Apostle of Death, since even I have been easily defeated. What the hell was that? Where did he go? The Apostle of Death possesses such great power that millions of years ago the omnipotent gods granted him is only able to rise, as the goddess of peace is able to bestow a little of her blood in his cursed coffin. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the Whole, Zeno-sama, along with Daishaken, had called a meeting to all the gods and angels in the place. I have to absorb all the gods and angels, as I'm sure the power of the Sacred Ozaru must be increased. But sir, you beat him earlier. That's right, but the rumors say that the Queen of Destruction is allied with that bastard, so I'm not gonna trust myself. I'm planning to end that Sacred Ozaru once and for all.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.